Hello freshers, in this particular video we're going to see how to create a great profile on Freshersworld.com. I log on Freshersworld.com and I click on the register link. I am taken to a page where I have to enter my email address, the password that I wish to use, my first name, last name, my date of birth, city, the basic details that are required to start off creating a profile. You also have to enter the letters below. This is for confirmation. Click on the submit button and you're taken to the next page, which will capture your educational details. You start off by filling your highest qualification, then you fill in the number of backlogs, means the number of times you have failed to clear an examination. Then you select your course. You can see that I've selected chemical engineering and my state as Karnataka. Automatically all the colleges in Karnataka are already available in the list. So you select your college, you select your university, you select the month and the year when you're going to pass out, or if you've already passed out, the month and year you passed out, and then the percentage or the CGPA that you earned or are currently earning. I mean, if you're in second year, your current CGPA is enough, or your current aggregate percentage is enough. Then you also specify your class 12th and 10th details. This is very important as some of the recruiters prefer to shortlist based on your marks in the 10th, 12th and your degree marks. So you have to ensure that you fill this correctly. You can see that I filled my marks and when I passed out. Then I click on continue to go to the next section. The next section is about personal details. Some fields are already filled from the form that you filled first. So you have to start by filling the address for communication. Again, this is important as some recruiters would like to send you call letters or joining letters or any other form of communication on your address. And you might also get shortlisted based on your address too for some job openings. So make sure that you fill in your correct address. You have to also ensure that your mobile number and your landline number is filled. Additional details like your passport number can also be filled. The next particular section is about your presence on the internet. Here you can fill links to your Orkut, Facebook or any other blog, website profile that you have. You can see that I am filling my blog details. My other website details. Recruiters would generally like to also see your presence on the internet and they can really judge you based on this, so it is important to fill this in this particular section. I click on continue to move to the next section, which is the career information section. In this particular section you have to start by filling details about the project that you did in college or any other project which you've done, details regarding your seminar, your presentations, your case studies. We will also come up with a section wherein you can actually upload these details and then link them to this. Make sure that you fill information related to this here. The next particular section is about your skill sets. You can see that I'm filling in ASP.NET, HTML, etc. because I'm looking for a job in the IT industry. Similarly, you can fill in your skill set based on what industry you're looking for and what your educational qualifications are. You can also set a proficiency level for your skill set with 3 different proficiency levels: beginner, intermediate or expert. You can also write about any other skills you have apart from technical know-how. Moving on to the next section, which is the languages known section. Make sure that you fill the languages that you know and also the proficiency levels in each language. The next section is the competitive exam scores, right from your GMAT, GRE, GATE examinations that you take in college to other competitive examinations that you clear to reach college, maybe like the IEEE or your IIT JEE. So you can fill in details related to these exam scores here, and also to talk about other certifications if you have done any. You can see that I'm filling in the MC AD certification from Microsoft and the duration of it. You can also see that I'm filling in a Cisco certified network professional certifications. So ensure that you fill in all the different certifications that you hold, and when you did that, what time frame. In this particular section, you're going to update training details if you have done any. Some particular companies are very particular about their fresh recruits being trained in some particular courses. It can be technology related, it can be anything else. So if you have attended any other training apart from your regular course, you have to mention that here, and you also have to write about the various details as to what you did during your training. It can be you did a live project with a live company. What did you learn about? Do you know the basics or expert level? You can write whatever you want here. You can also write about your institute if it's a very good institute, or how many people they train. You can write anything here so that the recruiter gets a better idea about the training details. The next section is where you write everything else. When I say everything else, you can write about your hobbies, you can write about your achievements, what prizes you have won. If you look at the example that I'm writing here, I write that I was ranked first in school in the 12th exam. I was selected for the NTSC scholarship. I also was a part of the football team of my state. It can be anything. Anything that is related to your hobby or prizes that you have won, competitions that you have been part of, anything else apart from it. So that's basically your achievements and additional information section. The next section is your career preferences. Are you looking for a job? Yes, of course I'm looking for a job. I take jobs and I want to get all kinds of alerts. I want job alerts, I want SMS alerts, I want newsletters, I want promotional career offers. My preferences for a job, I would say full-time internship. I can also talk about when I would like to start working. It can be immediately or it can be later. I would also talk about preferred locations. You can press Ctrl and select multiple options here. Successful, we've done our bit of registration. Now it's time to go back to the email and activate this. So you go back to your email and you click on the link, and you are taken back to the page where you can again log in. After you do that, you'll be directly taken to your general settings section under the account settings page. The first thing that I do is I choose a photograph and I put it in there. A photograph is a very important tool, as a recruiter will relate better to you if you have a photograph in place. So ensure that you have a pleasant looking photograph there. Crop it and then post it. Now I have my profile ready. Looks neat, 88% done. If you're done close to 80%, then it's pretty decent. So I have got almost everything that I know of written here. I click on my global resume. I go back and select my 4-digit PIN from the account settings, and I can see my global resume here, which is complete. I go back. I can also do different edits. I can choose what I should be showing in my public profile as well as in my global resume settings. So I go to my public profile settings and I would check or uncheck different field details. What I'm going to do here is that I'm going to check my qualification details. So I would want my qualification details to be present in the public profile here. See update. So now it will be visible there. It says that my profile settings have been updated. I go to the global resume settings. I can again do different settings here. These things are available in another tutorial which is talking about your resume. That is also available as a different video. You can see that, get to know all these details. I go back to my profile, and that's mostly it. Thank you for watching.